Alright, we should be streaming. By the time you're watching this video, it will have been like 4 minutes of game time, but we still haven't actually started the game. So I'm going to sit here and cough my lungs out. Because I had strep all this past week, but still smoked a cigar today like an idiot. Drinking some dark liquid here. And already we have a dude saying I need to gamble. I'm fucking horny. Same, bro. Free coming any minute. Alright. Excuse me. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. How do I mute myself? Oh my gosh. This is really bad. Shit. Alright, turn off your speakers, turn on down your volume. This is ugly. Oh my gosh. If you see me die on stream right now, then call my wife. Her phone number is going to be in the description. If I don't die, then you're welcome to use my wife's phone number for whatever purposes you like. Alright, now I have to tell the game how to watch my stream so they can stream snipe me. I'm going to be that one streamer that does not ask for likes. Or subscribes. The owner is absolutely tripping. That's hilarious. He said, why would people playing watch? Well, obviously to... I don't know. He's kind of special. It's okay. We love each other. I was about to criticize his autocorrect. He's on the struggle bus. Definitely gonna need another beer. Helps with the cough. Whatever we're gonna say. It just happens randomly these days. Welcome to my one little viewer here. Calves. Calves. Does calves stand for something? Are they talking about sports gambling? Someone tell me what's going on. If you don't like sports, you're not a man. So you can see that the owner is waiting for 2 more seats to be filled. I think he doesn't want to. He wants a full table, which kind of makes sense. I mean, if you're running this game, which it's a low rake, totally just for funsies kind of game. Okay, he finally caved. But I was going to say, he doesn't want to start now, have someone get stacked, have another guy get stacked, and then it's 5-handed and the game just breaks. Either that or he's literally waiting for someone that he was pretty sure he's going to come in which case we'll see them in a couple seconds. Who watches TV these days? Like, who's paying for a subscription to a corporation that feeds you fake advertisement half the time and fake entertainment and infotainment the other half of the time? Well, the same people who... Well, I don't know. Like, I watch all that shit on YouTube, but I don't pay for it. Alright, you didn't ask for my opinion about TV. You asked to watch me gamble away my meager sustenance, which you will most certainly see the way I've been running. I think this is most definitely a bluff. There's no way he had anything there. He had air. But he also knows that if he bets smaller, then no one's going to fold anything in this kind of game. So if you're going to bluff, you better come in with the big guns. Like, hold on to your balls and let it go. wasn't fully paying attention. Let's see what happened there. Looks like a pretty standard hand. Okay. Pre-flop. It was just limps. Went to King's 5 offsuit. Nismo donked. They're both called. All right, this is an action game. I see what's going on here. At least right now, it's an action game. Holy moly. There's no way in a million years that that second pair is good here. Check raise. What do you have? Do you have a random 2 pair? No, he has a straight. He just has a straight. Like, what straights are there? 2, 4, 4, 7. Huh. I guess it must have been. Did he limp in with like 6, 6? I wonder. Either way, it was something really strong. I think he snap checked the flop. He would probably at least consider like donking the flop with something like a set. Just calls. Yeah, I put him on 2 pair. Careful what you wish for. See how this went. Fast fold with 5 deuce. Chucks around. It went 4 ways. What the heck? What are you doing, man? So either he didn't notice that there was a limper behind him and that was just his normal pre-flop raise, or he's just doing something random. Four deuce, okay. Huh. Just random. Interesting. Oh man. You can see the club owner flat calling this 3-bet, which is kind of amusing. I mean, he does like to give action and juice the game, and you know, he plays trappy sometimes, and you know, sometimes he shows up with something you definitely wouldn't expect. He's not afraid to try unorthodox moves, put people in tough spots. My VPIP is currently 0. But I'm not the only one on the table with a 0 VPIP, so at least there's that. 5-10. Considering opening 5-10 suited. Yeah, it looks like I should have opened 5-10 suited, but yeah, I'm going to be punished badly for not opening. Oh gosh. I used to subscribe and be able to see the, what do you call it, rabbit hunt, but my subscription lapsed, so, and I'm glad it lapsed. I'm not going back to doing that because rabbit hunting is like the hugest mind screw ever. Fold, fold, fold. This is the first hand that this player has played. Finally, we have a sweet hand. Last off, huh? And what I'm actually going to do is flat call. In pretty much any other game, I would 3-bet this. But here, I'm just flat calling. I think I'm actually going to bet for value here. Because they'll call with any 4, any ace, rag. Okay, now it's time to get really serious. I'm discounting like weird backdoor floaty kind of things. I think I'm just going to bet small, targeting ace rags. He might even call with the 4 here. You can never know in this game. But his range is really weak. Oh shit. So he has a set, or he can have some like 2 pair that I'm just sort of beating now. Either way, I'm just going broke here. If it's just set or whatever. Yeah. Sounds about right. Nice hand. Obviously, no way you can get away from that. I could consider opening with 5-9. No. Not in this game. I don't think so. You two, when you snapped, thought you had a stray-aught. What's a stray-aught? I don't know. Oh, for like 5-4 or something like that. Yeah, that's like the one turn that he would get paid on. Like any facing any other, like you saw, I was already like feeling bad about getting it in, but obviously nothing you can do there and on this game. But what about the bazillion combos of 2 pair that I just get it in with right there versus your, ace rags that you mostly have? But yeah, the what is that thing that one vlogger says? Like the last time someone check raised turn, it was like George Washington Carver was president. I'm gonna open King 5 in this game, which is why I just wanted to pile money in right there, because I know he's never bluffing. His range is extremely strong, and I just, absolutely want to get paid with my top two. And not gonna bet. That's Jen. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he just flat calls. Oh gosh, that's... If he donk leads, I'm probably gonna snap fold. Because, yeah, that's unfortunate, river. So he had ace of clubs with the 7 of clubs as well. Oh no, I guess, well, I guess he was slow playing on the turn anyway, so I was just dead there. But there's no way, there's no way you'll get there in a million years. Like, you have close to 0% equity at that point in the hand when he leads river. So just fold. And even if you show, like, they'll never adjust. That's why I showed, just to own him, kind of. Although, I mean, think about EV. Are people ever going to adjust? No. There's a small chance they might make some bluffs on some rivers because I showed there. So you do have to be careful. But, ooh, can't set mine. Can't do it. It's gotta be an old man coffee over here. Because who knows what's going on with this dude. I'm really glad he donked on the river because he had the nuts on the turn. He showed. And yeah, this is just a pre-flop setup of some description. Yeah. Woo! This guy's still in the game, so the game will keep running. That's really, really good. So by fast playing, anyway, as I was saying, by fast playing his flush, he let me off the hook there. By not raising on the turn, he let me off the hook. I want to bang him the minimum. That's hilarious. Bottom pot. Pretty much just skip most of these. Mentally speaking, just skip them. Here's my queen, queen. Always twice, always twice. Always once. There are some players who will even like check call with a flush here because of just how people play in bomb pots. Ten high is good. Oh, GK. Pair of nines. I would open this and maybe a different position, like if I were later position. No jack 4. Gotta load someone up here. Gonna get one of my guys in here. One of my Aussie friends. Trying to think of how deep I would have to be to not get it in with that king 10. I think I'd probably about 225 big blinds. I'd have to start just folding on the turn because if you call, then you're saying, well, I'm just bluff catching, but he has no bluffs, right? And if you re-raise, then you're getting it in too bad, you know, what kind of hand? So, like, getting it in for 225 big blinds on that kind of board, like, just sets pretty much. he would have to start bluffing a lot with like backdoor hearts. I already said I discounted those, so. It's fun to run some of these like kind of mental tests, even though those are, you know, obvious like coolers. Nine four. Oh, I wanted to open 9-4 there because small blind was dead. But we've got a limper anyway, so just gotta fold it. Ooh. Alright, finally time to play one more hand. This will be the second hand of the night. And yeah, you're just going to see this kind of a lot. Just flat. I'm going to check here. Go for check raise. Now time for a big bet. Oh, and I'm never bluffing here. They get really sticky on paired boards. Yeah. Fold and fold and fold. I like the streams that have other tables running because, you know, just playing one table, I'm playing like 2 hands an hour or something like that. Fold again. That's the game. Here, I'll get punished for folding again, but this is a big pot brewing here. Well, Mush is never bluffing. Yeah. I could even defend 6. Yeah, I think I've got to. Yeah, you can just fold this, but for the sake of the game, I'm just, in the stream, I'm just gonna go ahead and defend. Yeah. I defend super white here anyway. Flop an open ender on a sideboard, flush draw. That's wild. Tank check. Yeah, I'll bluff. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just jam here. That's fine. You could see the timing there. You know, snap checking back, snap calling, and then, you know, just yeah, the flush draw missed, but I know that he really rarely has even a bluff catcher there that isn't. I mean, yeah, you could argue about my bluff, but I think I felt pretty good about it. And these players, like, they never have anything. They were just snap checking. That's a pretty big pot with Queen Jack. Nice. Queen 9, I'm always going to open if it folds to me. If people limp, then I'm going to think about doing something and then eventually just fold. Yeah. I'm going to sit out and be right back. This stream is brought to you by Zen 6 milligram coffee. And popping a Zen is about the least sexy thing that you can do on a stream, but I'm going to do it. These twos. And that's pretty much poker. You sit here and you fold for an hour, and then you finally play a hand, you get coolered. And then fold for another hour. This is my friend who just sat down. He's from Australia. I don't know why I felt the need to mention that, but I did. I mean, obviously you can see his flag. I don't need to tell anyone that he's Australian. All right, I'm going to open another table. Gonna open another table here so that there's more to watch. I want there to be more to watch. There's a shitty bomb pot hand. We can play some 50 no limit or something. Yeah, 6 max. A little more action. Yeah, sure. Oh. I want to sit here. Oops. Control panel. There we go. And I'll even open another table, just because this is so boring. This is very stereotypical poker. I'll open a 100 no limit table. There we go. Whoa, what do you have, my dear sir? I wasn't paying attention to the action. I'm missing all the best spots. We'll have to go back and take a look at it. How can he have 6-5? At least 4, I guess I'll call, try to hit trips or some random garbage. That's a wild spot anyway. I mean, if you're sitting there with... Yeah, he just has 6-5, yeah. So somehow it just checked around on the flop and then some crazy shit happened. Flop. Did check around, yeah. And it was like a bazillion ways. Was that a... Oh, it was bomb pot anyway. Oh, okay. So we can mark him as a calling station. That's a really crazy call on a bomb pot. Alright, and I'm going to let the stream go for another 20 minutes or so. And we're going to look at movies. So... I'm not going to look at movies while I have pocket nines in the home game. So I need to pre. Glad I noticed that hand because I think I saw him a couple other times today. Oh, he's just going to call these nines. And whiff. No value to be had. He can have like... The problem here is that he can have like some pocket pairs that just beat pocket nines, so that'd just go for value on the turn. I'm gonna isolate here, small 3-bet. And I didn't notice this when I was making the 3-bet, but this guy's kind of short stacked too, in this small blind. And whiff. Never gonna bluff here. Ever. I don't think I would even bet with like yeah. I would never even bet with like the ace-high flush draw. I would have to have some reads or something. Yeah. Four, 7, 10. I see my friend has somehow gotten himself into trouble. Maybe underbluffing. Let's see if he underbluffed. Was it a 3-bet pot? Yeah, it was. So no, I like the give up. Honestly, in this game, it's kind of just shitty spot. He could have any random 5 here. I think I have to raise for value with ace-5. As sketchy as it may seem. And this is actually going to be a merge all in here. I'm just going to jam all in. Tank, though, first. In the home game, I'm going to raise jack 8. I don't know if that was really a merge bet, but what I was trying to say was that I wasn't afraid of the jack, and I was, we still have to kind of go for value there in that situation. It's really close here, but I'm just going to bet anyway. Honestly. Like, you can just check here in this game because of all this garbage that always happens. I could tank check. Thing is, he's always raising a set of 5s on the flop. So I think I even have direct odds to call here and just totally whiff everything. That's wild. That's really nitty. The top right in this game, I think I'm just gonna call. Try to hit a set. Well, hitting a set is, you know, it's gonna be harder to get paid in this kind of game. And on the top right, did I say top left or top right? I meant to say top right with pocket eights, but that's a wild hand. King 7, I'll just call only because of this fish. This fish here. I think I'm gonna call. In his, I'm just calling because of his sizing. And I'll bluff his turn if he doesn't bet. But he did bet, turning his hand face up. Yeah, I think folding a suited king versus that player would be a mistake. Pretty big one. How much am I down? Over 300 in the home game. I mean, mostly just bleeding off and, you know, obviously the big cooler. That there wasn't much you could do about it. Ace 9 suited. Just call. Flopping middle pairs, you know. I think I might just tank check here. Not that this person is paying attention to timing, but oh, that's a really good river. And what's even better, I mean turn. What's even better about this turn is I can actually bet for value. I think the range is pretty, you know, inflexible or whatever they say. Like their calling range is going to be the same. And check raise. Okay, if you have a boat, then so be it. Problem being that if I jam, I almost only get called by boats, but with top chips here, yeah, not much you can do. Yeah. He slow rolled me and everything. Yeah. I mean, that's just another cooler there. But wow, two really rare coolers in the same night. Wow, that's crazy. Super, super rare coolers back to back, almost back to back. Well, yeah, no, back to back. Purely back to back. Really nuts. call queen 10 instead of free betting because he's short stacked. Ugh. That's no good. I don't think I can call. I don't think that was a slow roll with when he had when I just got coolered with ace 9 there. It wasn't a cooler, it was a setup, but yeah, I think he was really thinking that he might have been behind there. So he was taking his time. I'm not going to give action there because it's not like it's a home game or something like that. It's just, yeah, he could have random stuff, but it's not correct to call, so I'm not going to. That was a wild cooler with ace 9. I'd have to look back. Was there any way I was behind there with ace 9? No, there was no way I was ever behind, so I guess it was. I was gonna call here. I think he's opening kind of tight right now, and I just want to let these guys in with ace 4. Yeah, like that. And just fold here or whatever. Maybe he c-bets, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, he c-bets his ace king or whatever. But yeah, so the ace 9 was pure run bad. Let me see if the other one, I think I already decided that the other one was also just pure run bad. Ace 10, top 2,